Yes, y'all know what it is, man. The Ern and Iso show. If you don't know now, you know. You know what I mean? The dynamic duo. First and foremost, man, if you're here, we ask that you like, rate, review, share, subscribe, all of those small things that show you appreciate the big things that we do. But I ain't gonna waste y'all time none less with this intro. Let's get into the pod the way that we get into the pod. How was your week? How was your weekend?
Everything was great, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Y'all really love the episodes from last week, man. They did phenomenal for us, man. Phenomenal for us, man. Ern hit me and told me that we did the best. I guess that might be the best episode up to date. I'm playing as far as the fastest to 1 million. Meaning in a couple hours. Appreciate that. Just thank y'all, man. Damn. Thank y'all, man. To everybody, man, whether you understood what we were saying, whether you didn't, I know. I mean, now we're gonna get into it this episode, man. Some of y'all is just barbershop dudes. I could tell when I'm reading the comment and going back and forth with somebody, I could tell they generation. Because they ain't trying to hear nothing you trying to say. Some people was upset about, we said, depending on what the crowd is, or the age of the people, or the generation of people in the crowd, that Drake has a chance to beat. You know what I'm saying? That might be to beat Jay-Z in the verses. But you know what I mean? What generation of people that you rapping at in the crowd. Some of these people got to understand that. Like I understand as time go on, you get older and you just turn it into your parents. Your music is your music, and everybody else's music don't make no sense to you. You know what I mean? It's that's just life.
Right.
And a lot of people just can't accept that everybody is not the same generation as us, the same age as us, and our artists and stuff like that, things that the people that we love, everybody, it ain't that they might think that they bad or not, but it's just you didn't grow up with them the same way we grew up. So a lot of the people from the 90s and stuff like that, the time that we were growing up, it means more than us than somebody who was not even alive at that time. So like I'm saying, if you take somebody that turned 25 this year, right? Chances are they were born like the year 2000 because it's 2025. They probably been listening to Drake since they were 9 or 10 years old. So if you're now 25 years old, you've been listening to Drake since you were a kid. You see what I'm saying? If you were 30 years old, you've been listening to Drake since you were probably in high school. He probably came out, you were in high school. You were 35 years old. Drake probably came out at a time where you are college age or you were in college. So yes, that he's going to be what, to a person that age, is he's going to be what Jay-Z is or somebody like Pac or Big is to us, the people that's our age. So I don't know where everybody's acting like it's just so far-fetched that depending on who's in the crowd, that it doesn't mean Jay-Z's just going to just be able to mop Drake just because he's Jay-Z and he's Drake. A lot of people my age just automatically think that. You got to understand that. Now, if you're talking about some straight up East Coast barbershop shit, you know what I'm saying? And them people was in the crowd and it's just that. Yeah, he can't even be on the stage with him. I can respect Drake and say that he's a great, good artist, but on some East Coast barbershop shit, you not standing toe-to-toe with Jay. But time has moved on. It's 2025, bro. It's not 1999. It's not 1998. You know what I'm saying? It's not 2000. It's not that time. Time has moved on and other artists have come out, Drake being one of them. Because a lot of people are giving people flack that said, Drake stands a chance against him and Future stands a chance against him. I understand their standpoint when they say that because they are younger than us. Those two guys, those are two of the people that they listen to a lot during their time growing up. So I understand them saying that. Now you might hear the name Future and say, ain't no way Future can stand up to Jay. That's because Jay is the end all be all to our generation, like how somebody like Drake or now Future has become like put into that he is one of the greats of this generation. People a certain age of this generation. So I can understand and respect that. So I understand where somebody that's younger than us is where somebody younger than us is coming from with that. Now on some East Coast barbershop shit, like, all right, like we said, we went through it. To us, DMX is the only person that even has a chance of beating him. That's the conclusion I came up with. So, but I understand other generations, people that's younger than us. I understand how, their thought process. I could take time to think about how and understand where they're coming from with that. You know what I mean? I just don't automatically think that my time is the only time that matters. The music I grew up with that came out during the best time of my life or during my adolescence is the only music that's great. The only people that matter. I don't think like that. I could tell the way some of y'all comment that's how y'all think. The only thing that matters is what was y'all time. And like I said, it's just a thing about getting older. Because some people are turning into their parents. Just like the generation before us, hip hop was garbage to them. You know what I mean? What are they even talking about? Can you understand what they talking about? That was before mumble rap. So we can't act like mumble rap, oh, I don't understand what they saying. Our parents said the same thing. A lot of people, parents said the same thing to them about the music we listen to. What are they even saying? What they saying is not making no sense. It sounds stupid. It sounds like garbage. So a lot of people are just turning into their parents and they just can't accept that time moves on. You know what I mean? That's all it is. I can understand where someone else comes from that's younger generation that says, well, they might say Drake's name, because we even said Drake. We even put him up to Jay. And some people even said Future. Where somebody who's from our generation will automatically say, well, anytime they listen to Future, he don't sound lyrical to them. So he automatically just don't have no chance. But to a younger person, he is considered one of their greats. So I understand from somebody younger. You understand what I'm saying? I hope I'm making sense. You just got to be able to take yourself out of your shoes just out of somebody else's shoes. Because like we said, everybody that we love was not no super barbarian, super lyrical. Like I always say, ODB or Old Dirty Bastard. Have you ever heard somebody say from our generation say he was whack or he was corny? He wasn't super duper rapping. He was basically just doing what he felt. And you loved it. I ain't never heard somebody say ODB was whack or ODB was corny. I've never heard that in my life. I've never heard it. But so you can't say the same thing when people love Future and say that he's one of the he's one of the main people listen to these days, a younger person that's younger than us listen to and just dismiss it as, no, that's that mumble rap shit they don't be saying nothing. Everybody that we love wasn't no barbarian. Rapping 1,000,000 miles a minute. So you can't say that. So that's all I'm saying with that, man. Some people just, I could tell as soon as I read the comment. And that's why some of the stuff I didn't even jump in the comments. I'm like, you could tell some people just got the barbershop mentality, and that's just who they are. Know what I mean? They can't hear nobody else's objective. The only thing that matters is the music of their generation, the artists that came out during their generation, and that's all that matters. They ain't trying to hear nothing else. And that's why some people get left behind, man. That's why some of these people just jump up and try to make content. You can tell they just the content goes nowhere because they can't understand nothing but that time period from like the late 80s to like 2000 or like maybe like when 50 Cent came reemerged and came back out. Nothing else after that matters. Nothing else after 2003 fucking matters. From 88 to 03. That's their whole world. Nothing else matters. They don't want to hear nothing else from nobody else. If you didn't come out during that time, you're not great, you're a nobody, and it doesn't matter. All you're doing is boxing yourself, and then you can hear it even when so many people make content. Like y'all can tell you just got a barbershop mentality. And that's why some of y'all gonna hit a ceiling. And some people numbers ain't gonna grow because they content. Y'all, that's all y'all can talk about. Your numbers not gonna grow like that. That's why I be hating. I mean, it's time to be listening to stuff. I'm like, man, let me not even comment because I understand this person's mentality. Their mentality is in between 1988 and 2002 or 2003. That's it. If it ain't come out nowhere between in that time, they ain't have no conversation about it, and it don't matter. The only thing that matters is that time and whoever came out during that time. The music that was made that time. Nothing else matters. So,
do you think we did that too when we made the list? Because
no,
we didn't say rock. We didn't say Rakim. We didn't say the God. Did we say
Yeah, we did LL, didn't we?
I don't know if we did it. We might have said I don't know if we did it though. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we mentioned that because to me, a lot of them people did not have enough material though. To me. Now I mean, Rakim, and that might have been before my time. I went back and listened to a lot of that stuff. Mm-hmm. But off the top of my head, I can maybe remember off the top of my head, maybe we listening to maybe a couple albums from both of them. Cause once once like the 90s hit, to like his own admission, Big Daddy Kane said, yo, I fell back when hip hop started changing. Mm-hmm. I kind of trying to fell back. So kind of did Rakim too. He came back out in like the late 90s or whatever. But it's times where it's like, all right, where's the material at that you can really take from that been around for that long and dropping? So that's why I didn't mention Big Daddy Kane or Rakim. Now, like I said, we try to keep that more worldly. Like I said, we just want to be on some East Coast barbershop stuff and not care about who sold more records, who's more, you know what I'm saying, and none of that, or who's the bigger artist. You want to keep it just on some like East Coast style, just barbershop shit. Yeah, you could just keep it amongst that. Because we did Snoop. We put him up against Snoop.
Yeah.
So, and then, I think
it's still unfair though because of how we view him. Jay-Z is bigger than music to most. So no matter who you put him up against, the average, not the average, the consensus fan is going to view him as being better anyway. That's why some people can't fathom him being in the verses anyway, because already they view him bigger than it. To some people, how like you know how people like, yeah, you act like basketball started with Jordan. To some people, that's how they feel about Jay. Mm-hmm. Like hip hop started with Jay. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It started with Jay, and then before Jay, it wasn't nothing. When Jay came out, hip hop started with Jay. So you know what I mean? It's damn near at an unfair advantage. You know what I'm saying? Because he bigger than this shit. Every time you see Jay, when you think hip hop, people synonymously think Jay-Z when you say hip hop. That shit go hand in hand. Mm-hmm. So you know what I mean? Some people it's gonna be unfair advantage because when you think about their music does stack up. Fuck what the song did. Like I'm talking about album wise, regardless of what it did. You know what I'm saying? Number wise with single sales and everything. When you put his music up against some people that might not have done as good, their music will hold its weight compared to that. But because how we already hindsight is 2020 and we already know what the song did, it ain't like he just put the song out and this song just came out and we look at them side by side. So, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't going front. Like when we walked away from it, I was thinking in my head like, I think we kind of thinking like in the box because in reality, if you think about it, Jay-Z versus R. Kelly would be a matchup too. We don't have to just necessarily be hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think in that aspect, R. Kelly might wash him. Like if you going some shit, if you going like that, Jay-Z versus R. Kelly might wash Jay. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean?
Jay-Z versus R. Kelly.
Yeah.
You lost me with that one.
I'm just saying, if we just talking music, period, it's all just music, period. You know what I'm saying? So if it was Jay versus everything, don't have to just be hip hop versus hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I mean?
Go on the computer and do that.
Jay versus R. Kelly?
Yeah.
All right, let's.
Yeah. You feel the boy from Instagram like, yo, you just threw me off with that. He was like, you just threw me off. You just threw me off with that. You know what I mean? Jay-Z and R. Kelly. Best of. He was like, both worlds.
Yeah.
I was like, yo. I mean, I'm like, yo. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? Yeah, but then have they ever did a versus with two people that do different types of music? I don't even think they ever did.
I don't know if they did either. All right, so this joint got, you know what I'm saying? You Don't Know, Hustler's Anthem versus World's Greatest.
Wasn't that with both of them on there? What was Real Greatest with both of them on there?
I think so, because that was on that was Jay-Z, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
Who
Jay-Z.
won?
That was they give it to Jay. Then you got Can I Live versus When the Woman's Fed Up.
They might be on to something because it's not as simple as just picking Jay-Z every song just because it's rap.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
see, but Can I Live? That's a dope. See, When a Woman's Fed Up was a classic rap. Who they say?
They gave it to Kelly.
See what I'm saying? Okay.
Then you got The Evils versus Trade in My Life. That was a gospel joint.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, they gave that to Kelly.
So I guess they going that was versus guy like.
Yeah. Then they got So Ghetto versus Home Alone. The joint with Keith Murray. Remember that joint?
Yeah, but see, that video was dope though.
Yeah.
That was a dope video.
You know what I mean? And just imagine R. Kelly bring Keith Murray on the stage. That'd be crazy. You know what I'm saying? But they gave that to Jay. They got Lucky Me versus I Wish.
I Wish was the shit.
Exactly. They gave that to Kelly. Friend of Foe 98 versus Down Low.
Nah, Down Low was the shit though.
They gave that to Kelly too.
See what I'm saying? But but it's the thing. Jay got bigger records. You putting them Jones up against like
commercial joints, yeah.
Yeah, like you putting like the 1990s Jay-Z up against like R. Kelly's best joints.
Yeah.
That just don't seem fair.
It don't.
All right, you keep going.
All right, where we at? Oh, then they got did I say this? Lucky Me versus I did say that. Friend of Foe 98 versus Down Low. I said that.
Yeah.
I gave it to Kelly. Allure.
Look at me, Kelly.
Allure.
I did this to you.
Allure.
He ain't had to beat that chick up like that though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, her head was wrapped up, dog. He had to do it stuff like that.
Yeah, bring out Ronald Isley. Yeah, Ronald. Yeah, I mean,
But
the Isley brothers.
never to touch her.
Yeah, I mean, they got Allure versus Religious Love. That is the only they call that even.
See, I can't remember what Religious Love is off the top of my head. I'll probably know it as soon as I heard it though. I can't remember what it is just off the top of my head. But go ahead.
Song Cry versus If I Could Turn Back the Hands of Time.
If I could see, R. Kelly has some shit.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Damn. What they say won that one?
Kelly. Then they got Blueprint, Mama Love Me versus A Woman's Threat.
This is damn. See, R. Kelly has some shit. A Woman's Threat there.
They gave that to Kelly too. Heart of the City versus Gotham City.
I didn't like Gotham City.
I ain't like that joint either, but they gave that to Jay. Minority Report versus Heaven I Need a Hug. Gave that to Jay. Success featuring Nas versus Throw Your Thong. Remember that? Throw your thong, your thong, your thong, your thong, your thong. Remember that?
I actually like that record though.
Yeah, they got that. You know what I'm
like
saying?
the jerseys. Yeah, the jerseys like the goddamn Japanese writing on them.
Yeah,
like, where you get these jerseys from?
Yeah, they gave that to man, he's on the way. They gave that joint to they gave it to Jay. Meet the Parents versus Half on the Baby.
No, Half on the Baby, dog.
They gave that to Jay though.
Get the fuck. See?
It don't even say why. This joint, it ain't giving you no reason now. It gave it to
Right,
Jay.
you just saying, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know, because I would think that Half on the Baby too. Where I'm From versus One Me.
I can't remember what that.
I can't remember that joint either. They gave that to Jay. Never Change versus Three-Way Phone Call. Kelly Price and Kim Burrell. They gave that to Kelly. That's a gospel joint.
Okay.
You Don't Know remix versus Fiesta remix. He ain't even had to do the remix. He did the original. The remix got Jay in it. He did the original joint. You know what I'm saying? They gave that to Jay. I Did It My Way featuring Beans versus The Storm Is Over Now. That's the joint Kurt Franklin. Guns N' Roses versus Snake. Oh, they gave that to R. Kelly too. Versus Snake. They gave that to Jay. That's the joint with Big Tigger. Somehow, Some Way versus Step in the Name of Love.
Yeah, you ain't beating. How you beating Step in the Name of Love though? See what I'm saying? You can't. You
They gave that to Kelly. Then My First Song versus Happy People. And they ain't even played. 12 Play wasn't even in here.
That's what I'm saying. You got to like. I don't know. If
I Believe
you gotta,
I Can
like,
Fly. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
No, see, because they got some joints. They can go deeper than that.
Yeah, they could go deep on both sides.
For both.
On
Yeah,
both sides.
yeah, on both sides. You can't. So what was the tally? That's what I'm saying, because you ain't put I Believe. You're not beating I Believe I Can Fly with nothing.
Jay with 12 rounds, Kelly with 7.
See what I'm saying? So even then he still won, even though he ain't have all his joints. Even though you could throw some joints on there with Kelly, you could still throw some joints on there with Jay that was bigger records.
Right.
Like you could throw Niggas in Paris on that joint. You know what I'm saying? You could throw Rock Boys on there. You go Run This Town on there. Shit, I ain't seen Rihanna Umbrella yet.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Even some of his albums cut. Know what I mean? Jigga My Nigga. You know what I'm saying? From the Rush Riders joint. I ain't seen them say that joint yet. So even still.
Yeah.
Do that again, but then show his bit with the biggest hits. See if you can just put that joint on there.
Both biggest hits?
Yeah, R. Kelly biggest hits. Both of them. Go against each other's biggest hits. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so you ain't y'all Believe I Can Fly. You not ain't nothing beating that. Ain't nothing beating I Believe I Can Fly. I ain't see Trapped in the Closet on here.
Yeah.
Trapped in the Closet. See, a lot of y'all was young. Y'all wasn't there for the Trapped in the Closet. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, damn. Them was some joints.
All right, here you go. These are the biggest hits. We got Empire State of Mind, Alicia Keys versus I Believe I Can Fly.
Yeah, I Believe I Can Fly gonna win that.
Hell yeah, R. Kelly. Then now I asked it to give me reasons why. It said one of the biggest global ballads ever made.
Yeah, it was.
You know what I'm saying? 99 Problems versus Ignition, the remix.
The remix was the shit.
Hell yeah. R. Kelly won that again. Ignition's remix had massive pop dominance, radio takeover, and global nightlife replay. Dirt Off Your Shoulder versus Step in the Name of Love, the remix.
See, Step in the Name of Love was a big ass record.
Exactly. They gave it to Kelly again. Dance Floor Anthem, Weddings, Family Functions, and Universal Replay. Run This Town featuring Rihanna and Kanye versus Bump and Grind.
Bump and Grind is the shit though.
They gave it to Kelly again.
Damn.
One of the defining 90s slow jams. Coach Lee moment, bigger than the stadium anthem. Hard Knock Life, Ghetto Anthem versus Fiesta remix right here.
No, Hard Knock Life would probably beat that.
They
joint.
gave it to Jay. You're right. Hard Knock Life, career-defining hit, chart success, street credibility, plus crossover. Big Pimpin' versus Happy People.
Happy People was a big record, but Big Pimpin' win that
Big
joint?
Pimpin' won.
Okay.
Big Pimpin' was a pure hip-hop milestone, unforgettable beat, worldwide summer record. Niggas in Paris versus the world's greatest.
No, that gotta be Niggas in Paris.
They gave it to him. Paris had explosive modern cultural impact, memes, tours, and endless replay. Can I Get Her versus When a Woman's Fed Up.
Can I Get It was a dope. That's my shit though. When a Woman's Fed Up was a dope record too. Who did you say won?
They gave it to R. Kelly. Emotional storytelling and vocal performance outweighed party record impact. Izzo versus Gotham City.
No, Izzo probably won that joint.
They gave it to that.
Okay.
Izzo had huge radio life and introduced a new generation to Jay-Z on a massive scale. Show Me What You Got versus Same Girl featuring Usher.
Damn.
Show me what you got, little mama. Yeah.
Same girl, same girl.
Yeah. They gave it to Kelly though. Huge radio hit, collaboration with Usher, gave massive R&B reach. Excuse Me Miss versus Half on the Baby.
Damn, these Jones is tough, man. I don't know.
They gave that joint to Kelly. Slow Jams versus Smooth Record Bedroom Classic wins the round. 03 Bonnie and Clyde versus Feeling on Your Booty.
Feeling on your booty.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was like, your booty.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They gave that joint to Jay.
Yeah, all right.
Pairing with Beyonce, Radio Diamonds pop crossover. Give It to Me featuring Pharrell versus Down Low featuring Ronald Isley.
Dog, Down Low. That was a moment in fucking time, dog.
Down Low was a storytelling anthem with legendary vocals and longevity.
Sure, take her out, show her a good time, give her anything she want.
Yeah.
But you are never to touch her.
Right. Why am I taking her out there? You got all these other motherfuckers here.
Right.
Why me?
Don't fuck with me, Kelly.
You know what I mean? Then you got Encore versus I Wish.
I Wish was a dude, right?
Hell yeah.
Encore was dope, but I Wish was a dope. I mean,
They gave it to I Wish.
yeah.
Emotional power, storytelling, massive radio success.
Somebody pray for me.
Yup.
Oh, what should I? Man, damn, we got some shit.
Can't Knock the Hustle featuring Mary J. Blige. I'm Your Angel with Celine Dion.
That ain't fair though, because Jay got bigger records to go up against that record though. See what I'm saying? He gotta have a bigger record than that to go against that record. That right there seem unfair.
Yeah, it do.
That right there seem unfair because you could have probably put Upgrade You or something like that, or Crazy in Love or something like that up against that record. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That don't seem fair. Who won?
R. Kelly.
That one don't seem fair. He was on a bigger record than that to go up against that one.
They got Young Forever versus Step in the Name of Love.
But he got bigger records though. He could put up against that.
Yeah, right now we got both of those was going to Kelly.
Yeah.
PSA versus Remix to Ignition. Is the remix to Ignition hopping fresh out that kitchen?
Yeah.
They gave that to Kelly.
See what I'm saying?
Song Cry versus If I Could Turn Back the Hands of Time.
I kind of like Song Cry a little bit better than that though.
They gave it to Kelly.
See what I'm saying?
Worldwide ballad, emotional and commercial reach eclipsed Jay-Z's classic. Run This Town versus Bump and Grind remix.
You gotta be Bump and Grind though,
They
don't it?
gave it to R. Kelly.
Yeah.
One of the biggest R&B chart songs ever. Crushed radio in the 90s. Empire State of Mind Encore versus Happy People Finale. They gave that to Jay. Cultural symbol of New York stadium sports events, movies, and worldwide recognition. This one, Jay-Z won 6 rounds, R. Kelly won 14 rounds.
He'd have probably won more rounds because you had some bigger records. Jay had bigger records that he could have put up there.
Yeah, they both had bigger records than what they put on here. Because 12 Play still wasn't on here. You Remind Me of My Jeep wasn't on here. That's what I'm saying. They both
Seems Like You're Ready wasn't on there.
Seems
either,
Like You're Ready wasn't on there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They both got bigger songs. That's what I'm saying. So it's like you know what I mean? You trying to go bigger than me, I could probably take one up than you.
Best of both worlds. Yeah. Like,
you know what I mean?
yeah. So, damn. Okay, man. We gotta go out. We gotta go outside of the. You know what I'm saying? We gotta go outside of the genre. You know what I'm saying? To get to match him up with somebody. That's crazy though. But that's to Jay credit.
That's who he is right now.
So somebody that. So in the genre, we concluded that DMX had the best chance of getting outside the genre, but still within the culture, because we still listen to his music too. We ain't trying to put him up against people like we never listen to their music, like, dude, Jay-Z, Michael Jackson. Like no, we ain't gonna do all that.
Smoke.
Yeah, so, but yeah, that's...
You gonna get shout out to them, because, they said that now, that biopic trailer that came out, that was like the most viewed biopic trailer right now, you know what I'm saying? So,
fan. Dude, that's gonna do numbers. You know how many people love Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
How many people love Michael Jackson?
Shout out to his nephew and playing him in the biopic.
Right. Oh, that's just gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
That's gonna make so much goddamn money. That's gonna make money like it's a Marvel movie, dog. That don't make money like a Marvel movie.
Yeah, I'm kind of done with the Marvel. I'll probably catch it, but I'll catch it late. I don't need the day the premieres.
Yeah, so yeah, man. It take for.
Is there anybody that we could put up against Michael Jackson in the verses though?
I doubt it, fam. Who you putting up against Michael Jackson, dog? It's impossible.
Michael Jackson is like one of those rare joints where it's like right timing, right person, everything just hit at the right exact time. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, everything hit at the right time, because as big as Mike is with no social media, blows my mind. For real, like, we got social media right now, and there's people that still have not eclipsed what Michael Jackson has done. You know what I'm saying? With social media. You could drop something and somebody on the other side of the world can see that.
Yeah, but see, the thing with that is, the good thing about it is also the bad thing about it. It's so much of it. Back then, it was like, okay, this is the person. If you want them people that made it to that, where people will market you like that, you ain't got no choice but to tap in. You ain't got 1,000 goddamn options. Your options was limited. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That also helped. Like, let's be for real. That also helped. You know what I mean? We gonna get off this, and we're gonna get back on it for a minute. I hear everybody, Charles Barkley, all the old school guys talking about, NBA viewership. Yeah, because you got more options. That's why viewership is down. You just have way more options. People watch basketball back then because there really wasn't no options. It was barely, you had less options. Mm-hmm. So, of course, people going to tune in. You had people that didn't care about basketball that watched basketball just because everybody else was watching basketball. What was you going to do? You didn't have no phone in your hand then. Right. So now you got options. And then now you got people that I don't want to sit around and take the time to watch the whole game. I could just see the highlights.
Yeah.
Especially with gambling, people only care about what the outcome is. People don't care about the actual game in real time, most people. Most people that just gamble, they just want to, what was the outcome? See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I ain't really caring about sitting around watching the whole game like that. A lot of people don't, because they time is so divided with a million different things now. So yeah, that is Mike, man, he was damn.
What if you did Mike versus Beyonce?
Do it.
Let me see. Let's do it.
That's the thing, because it might be songs on here from Beyonce that I may not know unless I heard it. You know what I mean? So that Mike versus Beyonce. Is she the person that comes the close, or at this point did as far as global, or maybe has a person like Taylor Swift kind of like eclipsed her, got bigger than her? I have no clue. Like I say, I'm not really tapped in. You know what I mean? Just like it's people that the boy Bad Bunny doing the Super Bowl, I could not point Bad Bunny out if you play me a Bad Bunny song. I could not tell you it's a Bad Bunny song. He's one of the most popular artists in the world. Like I say, I'm not tuned in. No, I'm not tapped in.
Yeah, I'm just glancing over this shit like a bloodbath already. Yeah, this shit like a bloodbath. We gonna go through it though. You know what I'm saying? Billie Jean versus Crazy in Love.
That's not. She has big records, but you going up against Michael Jackson.
Yeah. What's you saying she got big records? What's big if you talking about Mike?
Exactly. That's like, what I'm saying. But she is in her own right. She's a big artist, but you're going up against Mike. That don't even.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So nobody.
Like why
you gotta do Michael Jackson versus God.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying, like, who can you do it? Like, you know what I mean? Because when the episode came out, everybody was like, y'all should do Beyonce versus people. But I'm thinking like,
who versus who? Then that shit's like, gonna be a wash.
The only thing I can think of like Beyonce versus Mariah Carey. That's the only name that I can think in my
head. That's because that's who we go to. You might be able to do Beyonce to Taylor Swift or somebody like that, because Taylor Swift might be a bigger artist than Mariah at this point. Now, we just don't know.
But if we doing it in this aspect, like we just pulling out the laptop, we letting ChatGPT to it, that's cool. But if we talking about a versus venue, how you gonna mix the audience?
What you mean mix the audience?
Because if we saying, yo, we gonna have this, the audience gonna be like, all right, we know that, we don't know that. You want the audience to enjoy both songs, don't you?
How can you judge two popular people? They're two popular people. We just can't think because Beyonce is black and Taylor Swift white that they don't listen to white. No, they both two popular artists. So both chances are to me, a lot of people probably listen to that music, all that music.
Bro,
Beyonce has went past the color.
Our culture
the color barrier.
Beyonce bigger than Taylor Swift, even though Taylor Swift is bigger.
Say it again.
Our culture is gonna look at Beyonce as bigger than Taylor Swift, even though numerically, the number wise, Taylor Swift is bigger.
Okay.
Our culture gonna look at her like we bigger because you know why? We don't identify with her music. So I'm like,
we don't identify with it because we black men.
Right.
You just saying all black people don't identify with her music. No, it's probably plenty of people that listen to her music, just not us. We can't that's the problem with the barbershop. If we don't listen to it, plenty of people probably listen to that shit.
I know they do. She one of the biggest artists. Matter of fact, she's like one of the highest.
You saying us. When you say us, you gotta take you out of it because you don't listen to the shit. You know what I'm saying? It might be a bunch of women there that listen to both artists. Can't say we don't. Who the fuck is we? We barbershop niggas. We listen to this much shit. Is this much shit in the world? We listen to this much.
Yeah,
that's our problem. We don't listen to nothing else. We barely listen to anything else. There's plenty of people that probably listen to both artists. Like if you do that shit, even though we ain't gonna know, the people might know. It's probably women that might listen to this and know. Okay, this song is better than this song. You probably gonna get a better response. Matter of fact, do that shit. Not do it. Do Beyonce versus Taylor Swift. We got a whole bunch of women listeners that's probably gonna tune in and comment on it.
So we could be lost while we read through it?
Just go ahead, man. Go ahead. Ain't anything about us. That's the problem.
We gotta relate to this shit so we know what we talking about.
We try to entertain the fucking people so maybe we can learn some shit. It's just say that's the problem with barbershop niggas. If it ain't no nigga, we barely listen to anything. When you think about it, we barely listen to anything out of all the music in the fucking world.
But hold on.
We barely listen to shit. You
get mad at us for what was fed to us to enjoy.
Fam, enjoy open your fucking mind, dog. You on this goddamn internet now. You on this fucking internet, and all y'all niggas, y'all niggas is listening to the same tape. Listen, y'all have to take time to travel sonically, dog. Y'all motherfuckers listen to the same fucking handful of albums.
It's over.
Time's
so whatever
up.
I've been listening to, that's what I listen to.
Exactly.
All that trying to figure out who's the latest and who's the newest now, man, that shit is over. I got a mortgage to pay.
All right.
I don't got
they gonna pay that motherfucker and don't worry about why everybody else is going to the Drake concert and they saying Future can fucking watch Jay-Z. Don't worry about why they saying that. Go and take your ass to work and clock in. Don't worry about the younger people who are saying Future is good as Jay-Z. You're not going to understand it mentally. You're going to drive yourself crazy trying to understand it.
The music just don't add up to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to argue with them when they say that, but
yeah, because it's not yours. It's not your time, bro. It's not your fucking time.
That's not all. We don't all say that in the barbershop though, because we can agree. Like, all right. I'm trying to think. Who our time? Man, I'm trying to think somebody that we would think in our time that would, match up with somebody before our time that we would just give them the nod. We still give Rakim this respect. You know what I'm saying? Eric B&M, Big Daddy Kane. So it's a couple people, if you put their music up against a couple people that we respect now, we would give it to them. You know what I'm saying? So we still give the elders the respect just due.
Yeah, but motherfuckers didn't do that back then. Because people were saying,
right.
the other people were saying our shit, white people was not better than theirs. And we were saying they shit was old school.
Yeah.
We were saying that shit back in the 90s. I don't say it now because motherfuckers is getting old. We gave them, we bowed down and we paid homage to them. Get the fuck out of here. The shit that's going on now was going on back then. We motherfuckers was at odds. Motherfuckers was at odds.
Yeah, but thank God barbershop don't run hip hop. Because the barbershop this is what the barbershop went. And I realized this just being with somebody. We saw somebody with like a locks hat on, right? That didn't look like us. Fuck, he know about that. And I was like, what's wrong with that? Got a locks hat on, like he knows something about that. Then I was thinking in my head, like, so it's wrong that he got that? He don't understand that, so why should he have it on his head?
How would you know what he understands?
But no, this is my thing. Now, in the barbershop, we want our rappers to be broke because we don't want the music to go no further than what us. So we want you to stay broke. Always talk about what I want you to talk about. Keep it real. And you know what I'm saying? Don't forget where you come from. So the music not supposed to go past us, because if we go past us, then we get mad. Yo, why they over there? Why they over there doing that? They don't know. They don't understand that shit. What you mean? Like, I don't understand it. But that's where the shit is at, man. We don't know what motherfuckers know. We discredit everybody. Like, you know what I mean? When Vanilla Ice was coming up, he got discredited. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. The barbershop motherfuckers is wild. Let's go through this joint, though. We got Beyonce versus, you know what I'm saying, Taylor Swift. We got Single Ladies versus Shake It Off.
Now, I've heard both them records. Don't ask me, because just say who won.
Okay, I thought you was going to get your input like you've been doing.
No, because cause I can listen to it. Now, that means a lot of them records I've heard, but I'm not that in tune to say one is better than the other.
They gave it to Beyonce.
Yeah.
Single Ladies is a cultural movement, dance, weddings, sports, arenas, internet eras. Halo versus Love Story. They gave it to Taylor. Love Story is one of the biggest country to pop crossovers ever. Crazy in Love featuring Jay-Z versus Blank Space. Beyonce. Opening Horns, iconic dance and music video history. Run the World. You Belong With Me. Taylor Swift won that one. One of Taylor's defining early hits, teen anthem with massive global reach. Drunk in Love featuring Jay-Z. And she gonna pull Jay out a lot. You better be ready. Jay versus Anti-Hero. Now, I heard that. I mean, my daughter listened to that. Taylor Swift won that. It's Me, High. It's a generational meme chart monster. That should say chart monster. Damn. Irreplaceable versus Bad Blood versus Kendrick Lamar. Beyonce won that one. To the Left is a worldwide cultural phrase, timeless breakup anthem. Formation versus Look What You Made Me Do. Beyonce won that. Super Bowl, politics, black culture, museum level visuals. Love on Top versus Wildest Dreams. Beyonce won that. Key Changes, vocals, one of the greatest live performance records ever. Partition versus Style. Taylor. Style is a massive modern pop classic with long radio legs. Baby Boy featuring Sean Paul. I forgot about that song. That was at a time when they both was huge. We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together. Taylor.
I remember that song.
Taylor won that joint. One of her biggest pop chart smashes.
Hell yeah.
Break My Soul versus Cardigan. Beyonce took that. Dance anthem that dominated clubs, radio, TikTok, Grammy wins. If I Were a Boy versus Enchanted. Taylor won that. Enchanted is a fan religion, streaming monster, and cultural staple. Crazy in Love remix versus Cruel Summer. Taylor took that one. A modern day stadium anthem, culturally one of her strongest. EXO versus All Too Well, 10-minute version. Damn, that's a long ass song.
Damn.
That's a long ass song. Taylor took that. Global streaming and emotional fandom, Power broke records. End of Time, Ready for It. Beyonce took that. Live drums, marching band energy destroys in stadiums. Sweet Dreams versus Love Story, Taylor's version. Taylor took that. Re-release and still a global hit. Unmatched longevity. Best Thing I Never Had versus 22. Taylor, birthday anthem, party anthem, meme anthem. Diva versus Me. Beyonce took that. Fierce performance, record with cultural confidence. 7-Eleven versus Lover. Taylor took that. Great radio single with wedding relevance. Cuff It versus Bejeweled. Beyonce took that. Grammy-winning dance smash worldwide party record. So this joint comes out to Beyonce taking 10, Taylor Swift taking 10.
Do with that what y'all will. Know what I mean? Y'all ladies know more about that than I do. Know what I mean? A lot of them records, I don't know off the top of my head. I might know if I heard them. Know what I mean? If I listen to it, I might, okay, I remember that one. Yeah, shit. Damn. Do with that what y'all will, man. But yeah.
I'm just glad that, people ain't afraid to go on that stage because the culture always breed motherfuckers that don't want to do anything because we don't want to look like losers. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure there's some people that probably got approached that was like, no, I don't want to do that because we don't want to look like losers. You know what I'm saying? And the fear of me losing, I don't want to do it. So shout out to the ones that we did get. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Couple DJ joints we got. Producer ones we got. Yeah, shout out to the ones we did get.
What's the producer joints we did? I can't remember all the producer joints we did. The ones they did.
Well, of course, it was Tim and Swiss. They did the joint. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, dude.
What?
Do DJ Premier versus Pete Rock.
All right, got you. ChatGPT said this is a hip hop purist matchup right here. So this joint got we got Nas, New York State of Mind. First is gonna be Premier, second is gonna be Pete Rock. Just so y'all know. Nas, New York State of Mind. Well, for the people that already knew that was Premier, you already knew that. You know what I'm saying? Versus Nas, The World Is Yours.
I would say New York State of Mind though.
For real?
Yeah.
Damn. I roll with The World Is Yours. But I can see. Damn. I kind of didn't even like that beat. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't like that beat. You know what I'm saying? But I feel you. After that, it called it even. It called it even. We got Gangstar, Mass Appeal versus P Rock and CL Smooth. They reminisce over you.
Oh, ain't nothing beating that shit. That's the greatest hip hop beat of all time.
You must be talking about Mass Appeal, right?
Fuck out of here.
I'm playing with you. No. Yeah, that joint Troy. They gave it to Troy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Ain't nothing beating that shit.
We got Biggie, Unbelievable versus Heavy D, Don't Curse.
No, Unbelievable is better than Don't Curse.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah, that beat, that beat was crazy. You know what I'm saying? They gave it to Premier on that. Jay-Z, The Evils versus Run DMC, Down with the King.
Down with the King was that shit.
Down with the King was that shit. But the beat for The Evils was crazy.
Yeah, but the beat for Down with the King to me was...
See, sometimes you listen to these joints, you got to remove the lyrics. Because when you add the lyrics onto the song, that shit it elevates the song too. Because we talk about the producers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They gave it to Premier though. Dark Layer Brilliance. You know what I'm saying? Is how they described it. You got Gangstar, Moment of Truth versus Pete Rock and CL Smooth, Straighten It Out.
Straighten It Out was that work.
Yep.
Straighten It Out was that work.
They gave it to Pete Rock on that. Yeah, you're right. We got KRS-One's MCs Act Like They Don't Know versus Pete Rock and CL Smooth, Lots of Lovin'.
Lots of Lovin' was my shit. That was a dope ass sample. That was the Ohio Players sample, right? That shit was dope to me. Damn. Yeah.
They gave that to Premier.
Nah.
Yeah, they gave it to Premier. We got
what's the joint we got? Say both of them over again.
It was KRS-One, right? KRS-One MCs Act Like They Don't Know. Pete Rock and CL Smooth, Lots of Lovin'.
I understand it, but Lots of Lovin' to me was just maybe, yeah. All right.
They said that beat defines mid-90s. You know what I'm saying? Most Def Mathematics, Nas, It Ain't Hard to Tell remix.
It Ain't Hard to Tell remix. Nah. The original, yeah, but the remix, it wasn't no need for no remix. No disrespect to Primo. It wasn't no need for no remix. The first joint was flawless.
They gave it to Premier.
See what I'm saying? It makes sense because you saying a remix.
Yeah.
The first one was flawless.
We got Royce 5'9", boom, Public Enemy Shut 'Em Down remix.
Shut 'Em Down, the remix. That was my shit though. Nah, you gotta get that to Pete Rock.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, that remix made me forget about the original. You know what I'm saying? That shit was crazy. Jeru the Damager, Come Clean.
J-Ru.
Jeru the Damager, Come Clean versus CL Smooth, Perfect Match.
No, that J-Ru the Damage is my shit to this day.
They get the premiere.
Mm-hmm.
Gangstar, Above the Clouds, Inspect the Deck, Pete Rock, Take You There.
Heads up, we dropping some shit. What did it say it again?
Gangstar, Above the Clouds, Inspect the Deck, Pete Rock, Take You There.
Butter Clouds, I like Butter Clouds. Take You There was a dope joint, but it was a dope sample, was dope, but I go with the Premier joint.
They gave it to Premier.
Yeah.
Gangstar Full Clip, AZ, Rather Unique.
Full Clip was my shit. I go with Premier on that.
They gave it to Premier.
Yeah.
MOP, Downtown Swinger, Ghostface Be Easy.
Downtown Swinger was okay. I would go Premier again.
They went with, where was I at? They went with Pete Rock. Big L, Put It On, Pete Rock, The Two.
Put It On was my shit.
They gave it to Premier.
Yeah.
Nas, I Gave You Power. Pete Rock, It's a Love Thing.
The song, I Gave You Power it was an R.A. beat, but not the way Nas rapped on that shit. He killed that shit.
Yeah. After you answer that, John, I'm going to ask you a question about something. I'm going to let you answer this, though. Go ahead.
What was the Pete Rock joint again?
Pete Rock, It's a Love Thing.
I would go with the Pete Rock joint on that one, though.
They gave it to Premier.
Yeah, they gave it to Premier, but see, that's what I'm saying. The beat wasn't called, the beat was all right, but the way Nas, the whole concept of the fucking song is what made that, you see what I'm saying? He killed that. Nas killed that shit.
So what song you think is better? I Gave You Power or Tupac, Me and My Bitch?
They both dope concept records,
that's
though.
What I'm saying.
It's just that Nas is just lyrically better than Pac. Pac just rhymes more simplistic than Nas. Mm-hmm. That's all. I mean, he get his point across, though. That was dope.
It do allow you to enjoy the song.
It do. It shit do go over a lot of people's head. Yeah. That's why That's why people be saying chicks love Nas but don't understand what he talking about half the time. But chicks love him though. Women really, literally love him but don't understand what he rapping about half the time. And that kind of what for us, we love him. He one of the all-time greats, but that did hurt him not being like rapping like over a lot of people's heads. He rapped like over a lot of chicks' heads. There's a lot of chicks that love Nas but don't understand half of what he's talking about. You know what I mean?
I got you.
So in a way that kind of did hurt him, and that kind of did help Jay.
Yeah.
Like you be saying, Jay don't be like super duper rapping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He don't be trying to like lyrical miracle you to death. So you can get like, so you can understand. But even Jay said that, you know what I mean? Hey, Poppy, and if you don't understand the flow, she understand it though.
Right.
So a lot of that don't be, so that's what it be. Me and my buddy, both of them was dope records though. They was both dope records. You know what I mean? So yeah. Pac was more simplistic, but he was a dope rapper too. Just because he wasn't no fucking lyrical miracle rapper, don't mean that he wasn't dope. He was dope to a lot of people. He was dope.
We got this joint, Christina Aguilera, Ain't No Other Man. I don't know that song right there. Wu-Tang, The PJs, featuring Master Killer.
I would go with the Pete Rock joint, the Wu-Tang joint.
Okay, they gave the premiere.
Yeah, the premiere joint, yeah. I remember, she did that Christina Aguilera joint. That joint was all right. It was okay.
We got Dilated, you know what I'm saying? Versus. Worst Comes to Worst, Pete Rock, Mind, Body, and Soul, featuring Black Thought.
Probably that premiere joint probably gonna win that one.
Yeah, they gave it to Pete Rock.
They give it to Pete Rock?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. Jay-Z, Friend or Foe, versus Mika Don, Dear Obama.
I don't even know what record that is. Read that again.
Mika Don, Dear Obama.
No, I can't even tell you. I couldn't even tell you what record that is.
Yeah, they gave the premiere though. Friend or Foe, B.I.H., D'Angelo, Devil's Pie, you know what I mean, R.I.P., versus Razzcast, Soul on Ice.
Didn't they make a remix though? Somebody did a remix.
Soul on Ice?
Because didn't Diamond D do the remix? Because the beat I'm thinking about is probably the remix.
Just say Soul on Ice remix.
Let me see. Diamond D did the remix. See, I can't think of what the original was. Because I know the remix joint. I know one joint that had the video for it. And I don't know which beat is which.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. So go ahead.
They get the premiere. Limp Bizkit, Into Gather Now, featuring Method Man, Pete Rock, Verbal Murder, featuring Inspector Deck.
I don't know, cause that Limp Bizkit joint, I know a lot of people, they kind of like, a lot of hip hop people at that time started like messing with Limp Bizkit and all that type of stuff around at that time. I was like, no disrespect to him, but I don't know.
Okay. They get it Pete Rock.
Okay.
Gangstar, you know what I'm saying? DWYCK featuring Nice and Smooth.
The Wick.
All right, you know what I'm saying? Pete Rock, Troy, instrumental finale. They already had it on there.
Yeah, so I don't see how you got that joint on there, or if that's the same beat. If that's the same thing Ruin So You beat, ain't nothing fucking topping that to me.
Yeah, they gave it to Pete Rock on that one too.
Yeah, the Wick was my shit though. DJ
Premier 9, Pete Rock 11.
Yeah, it's some joints. I mean, you gotta take that joint with a grain of salt, because these joints is joints you could probably take out and put different joints in there. You know what I mean? I ain't see what is it? Ed OG? No, what is it? Is it Ed OG something? What's the name of the joint? Saying I ain't hear saying something on here. I ain't hear. It's some premiere joints that I ain't heard on this joint. And there's some peak rock joints I ain't hear on here, but I mean it's cool. It's all right. Like I said, a lot of these joints is different joints. You what was I about to say? You could probably take out and put in different joints, but you know, it's all right, man. Then I forgot what I was gonna say. Well, man, I done forgot what I was gonna say, bro. It slipped my mind. I can't remember what I was gonna say. Oh, Mariah Carey, Janet Jackson, or we did Beyonce already. Would it be Beyonce, Mariah Carey, Beyonce, Janet Jackson, or Mariah, Janet Jackson? What would that be?
If you want to be more even than I thought. Mariah Carey, We Belong Together versus Janet Jackson, That's the Way Love Goes.
I would go Mariah on that one.
Yeah, Mariah took that one. You know what I'm saying? We got Mariah Carey, Hero, Janet Jackson, Again. You might have to go Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston.
Would you?
Just because acoustically how they match up. You know what I'm saying?
You trying to say Janet can't blow?
Yeah, I would say that because she do too much on stage. Yeah, Janet, she on there putting the full show on, she all that, you know what I'm saying? Got the motherfucking army out there with her and shit. Yeah, this too, you know what I mean? All that. You ain't trying to hit high vocals, you doing all that extra shit.
Go ahead, put it in and see what that is then. Right.
Yeah, let's check this shit out.
Might as well, man. See, but then a lot of these joints, a lot of these Whitney Houston joints, I might not know unless I heard them. Cause I might be done forgot the name of them.
I feel you.
See
all right. So this joint got We Belong Together and I Will Always Love You.
I Will Always Love You. That's the shit though.
Yeah, that's who they said won.
Yeah, you ain't beating that.
Yeah, that's what they said won. You know what I'm saying? But when they did it before on the other joint, We Belong Together. Yeah, I mean, you know, Mariah took that joint on Janet, so now we somewhere. Then they always line this shit up the same exact way. Hero versus Greatest Love of All Time. Greatest Love of All.
I'll go Mariah on that one.
They gave it to Whitney. Always Be My Baby. I Want to Dance with Somebody.
See, I Want to Dance. That was the I would have to go Whitney on that one.
Yeah, they went Whitney. Fantasy. How Will I Know?
Is that the original or the remix with ODB on it? The original ODB might be the beat Whitney. I don't think she's gonna beat him without ODB on that shit.
Dirt McGroat, you're gonna put over there. Yeah, right. Yeah, they gave Yeah, they gave it to Whitney on that joint. You know what I'm saying?
She needed ODB on that joint.
Yeah, I bet she did. Me, Mariah,
Right.
go back like babies and pacifiers. Yeah, that would have put it over the top. Visions of Love versus You Give Good Love.
I had to give it to Whitney on that one.
They gave that to Mariah.
Damn, okay.
Obsessed versus I'm Every Woman.
I'm Every Woman. That shit had women fucking.
Without You, Saving All My Love For You.
I had to get that to Whitney.
Yeah, they did. Fantasy with ODB.
Oh, see, they
versus My Love Is Your Love.
See, that's what I'm saying. They should have. How they gonna have the original? Then throw the remix in there on top of that. I want Mariah to win that, but I wouldn't be surprised if
They
Whitney
gave it to
won
Mariah.
Okay, all right.
ODB with the edge.
Yeah, put it over the top.
Yeah, honey, it's not right, but it's okay. It's not right, but it's okay. Yeah.
Honey was all right, but then, is that the Bad Boy remix? Oh, that's the original.
That's the original.
You might not win against if you ain't got
They gave that to Whitney.
Yeah, see?
Emotions versus So Emotional.
I'm thinking. All right, Drake went. I would go Mariah.
They went with Whitney.
Gosh, okay.
Dream Lover versus Run to You.
I'll go Mariah on that one.
They went with Whitney.
Okay.
Touch My Body, I Have Nothing.
All right. I have nothing. They also go Whitney on that
They
one?
went with Whitney on that one.
See?
Shake It Off, Heartbreak Hotel featuring Faith Evans and Kelly Price.
That Heartbreak Hotel record.
Yes,
that was
they gave that to her.
Yeah, that.
Is Like That, Exhale.
I want to say Mariah.
They gave it to Whitney.
Yeah, see?
My All, I Look to You.
God. I want to say Mariah again.
They gave that to Whitney.
See?
The Honey, the Bad Boy remix. $1 Million Bill.
I don't know if Bad Boy gonna put him on top, over the top with that one, but I would pick that one. But
They gave it to Mariah on that one.
Yeah.
Breakdown featuring Bone Thugs and Harmony
Niggas had the
versus Fine.
Them niggas they had the shiny suits, but they like the honey colored joints.
Yeah.
Like, keep putting us in this shit, Puff. Keep putting us in this shit, Puff. Listen. Y'all gotta put that shit on, or you can't be in the video. I'm looking out for y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because me and Mace, we can do this shit ourselves. Mace ain't got no problem putting that shit on. You know what I'm saying? Every time Sharp throw the shit on, you know what I mean?
They did this shit though.
Yeah. What was it again?
Breakdown featuring Bone Thugs and Harmony versus Fine.
That's my shit. That's my shit. Break down. Steady breaking me on down. Yeah, that's my shit. That might be my favorite Mariah Carey record. At least one of them. Probably top 3.
They gave it to Mariah.
Yeah, dog. That's that fucking work.
One Sweet Day featuring Count on Me, CeCe Winans.
They get it to Whitney?
They gave it to Mariah.
Sure.
It says longest #1 on Billboard in history. All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Hold on. Say what joke was that again?
One Sweet Day featuring Boyz II Men.
Okay, all right. I'm thinking of another record. Okay.
All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Ain't nothing stopping that shit, dog.
Joy to the World. Yeah.
Fam, you ain't stopping that shit.
Yeah,
that shit. That. You hear that shit already, dog.
Yeah.
They playing that shit already. Ain't even fucking Thanksgiving yet. They play that shit already.
It don't say the most successful Christmas song ever made.
Exactly. You're not beating that.
Heartbreaker featuring Jay-Z, I Will Always Love You reprise.
You ain't beating I Will Always Love You, though. Even the Heartbreak Jump with Jay probably ain't gonna beat that.
Yeah.
Yeah, all I Want for Christmas, dog. That shit's the goddamn Wild Draw 4 Uno Out joint. Every Christmas.
That joint was Whitney Houston 12, Mariah Carey 8.
Okay. All right. Damn.
Yep.
Damn. Yeah, man. A lot of them I gotta go back and listen to.
We ain't do Jay versus Big, right? I don't think Big got 20 tracks, though.
Big only had 2 albums,
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he got... Well, remember, one of those was a double CD, though. But
but you just talking about you just gonna put album cuts up just against Jay-Z's biggest fucking records, dog.
Yeah.
Jay-Z's done had fucking mad fucking hits now. You just going, he ain't got nothing but a bunch of album cuts you want to try to fill in with album cuts. Like, that's not gonna be fair at this point. You know what I mean? You can't do that. He ain't got enough. That's the same thing I was saying against like Kane and Rakim. Like, when you think about their careers, they weren't out. They weren't active that long. Like most of them, they got like gaps in they shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, how you gonna put them up against somebody who been around, been putting shit out since 96? You figure since 96 is 2025. You got motherfuckers, you trying to compare them to people that maybe had like 3 years, put 3 albums out in 3 years, and then they did shit else. You know what I'm saying? And then they ain't really do too much else after that.
Yeah.
So you can't really, these dudes got decades in, man. Motherfuckers don't be taking that shit for granted. Like, no, these motherfuckers got decades in at this point. You know what I mean? You talking about not 20 years, 30 years. Nas, Illmatic came out in 94. It's 2025. That was 31 years ago, bro. It's 31 years ago. 31. We Know Without came out like 96. That's 29 years ago. Know what I mean? Into 36 Chambers came out in 93. It's 32 years ago. 32 years ago. When you think about that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's crazy, yo. Time, man. Know what I mean? Whatever y'all trying to get accomplished in life, get on it, man. Because time don't stop for nobody or nothing, man. You know what I mean? Damn. Talking about 30 years. Not 20 years, 30 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So ChatGPT said these would be other entertaining verses, you know what I'm saying, if we ever had the chance to do it. They got Lil Wayne versus Eminem, Drake versus Future, Kanye West versus Pharrell on the producing tip, Outkast versus The Roots, Jadakiss versus Pusha T. It says on the R&B side, Usher versus Chris Brown, Alicia Keys versus Mary J. Blige, Sade versus Anita Baker, The Weeknd versus Bruno Mars. This is Legend versus Legend. Prince versus Stevie Wonder, Luther Vandross versus Teddy Pendergrass, Aretha Franklin versus Patti LaBelle. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just to list, you know what I mean, a couple of the few entertainment verses that I'm saying that ChatGPT said.
But if you do Pusha T, the Pusha T have, if you just going by, are you going to throw in the clips material too?
You have to.
Someone just have as a solo person, go and do it.
What, Pusha versus Jadakiss?
Yeah.
Yeah, see? But the same way it's going to do the same thing for Kiss, though. There's going to be a lot of lock shit in here. But they got Grinding versus We Gonna Make It featuring Styles P.
See, to me, we gonna make it a win, but Grinding was probably a bigger record.
They gave it to Kiss.
See what I'm saying? That's that shit though.
Yeah, they gave it to Kiss. We gonna make it. He won.
What does it say the reason?
It says one of hip hop's most iconic beats and verses.
Right. Yeah, they killed that shit.
If you know versus why. Because if
Probably
you know,
why.
you know. They gave it to why.
Yeah.
Number on the boards versus knock yourself out.
Number on the boards was that shit. How could you relate if you ain't never been great? Damn. See, that was like his single, though. That was like his single, and that was just a dope record by Pusha. That was Jadakiss' single. But I like that shit better than this. But that wasn't like an album cut, though. You probably had to put that against like a better cut than that. That was just like his single. He needed to do what it needed to do.
He gave it to Kiss.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? Because you put him like, that's like his first single, whatever.
I got Trouble on My Mind versus Time's Up.
I didn't like Time's Up. I don't know who won.
Kiss. Yeah, I'm saying Nate Dogg Hook, Huge Club, Street Record. Untouchable, Still Feel Me.
Still Feel Me was my joint.
They gave it to Kiss.
Mm-hmm.
Runaway with Kanye and Pusha verse on there. Made You Look remix.
No, that made
Jada
you
verse.
That made you look. That made you look was the shit.
Yeah, see now the joint going deeper because now we're just giving you joints that ain't even his song, but he killed the verse.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? See, ChatGPT is learning you now. Oh, this is what you want. I'm gonna give you what you want.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So they gave it to Kiss. New God Flow.
And he killed New God Flow.
Reservoir Dogs.
See, he killed New God Flow though. I would have to give it to Pusha though.
They gave it to Pusha.
Yeah, he fucking killed that. What?
It said Pusha's verse is legendary.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Arrogance plus the pen game. What would Meek do? Who shot you? Locks freestyle.
The freestyle, that shit just came on. Yeah, Kiss fucking killed that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to do a Kiss on that one.
Yeah, that's what Diet Coke, Letter to Big.
That ain't kind of fair to fucking to put them two up against each other though. Diet Coke was a dope record. You can't put them two joints don't go together to me. I don't know who they say won.
Gave it a Kiss.
Yeah, they don't go together to me.
Mercy, All About the Benjamins. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, all about you ain't fucking with All About the Benjamins, dog.
Yeah.
You ain't fucking with All About the Benjamins. You just not.
Drug Dealers Anonymous, 24 Hours to Live.
No, Drug Dealers Anonymous to me was 24 Hours to Live was a classic joint. But that was one of I understand the concept of it, but I was never like the biggest fan of that record though. Know what I mean? It was what it was. You know what I'm saying?
I kind of fuck with that joint.
That joint was all right.
Yeah.
I mean,
They called it Even.
Yeah.
Nostalgia featuring Kendrick, Ain't No Way.
The Nostalgia joint was okay. It was all right. What do you say won?
Pusha.
Yeah.
Exodus, 23-1, Checkmate.
So they putting the Wayne diss up against the 50 Cent diss, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Pusha joint was like it was like way more deeper though. The way he was rapping, I don't know, just maybe he was rapping.
Yeah, I feel you.
How you say? Pusha rap like he hiding somewhere in your house. You know what I mean? He hiding somewhere in your house, like the phone calls coming from in the house.
Infrared versus Bars of Death.
Okay.
Oh, they gave it to Pusha.
Yeah.
Pusha took that one. The Story of Aiden, Ice Pick Tribute.
That story Aiden joint, that joint was fucking crazy. Like that was just a moment in time. What do you say? Yeah, they putting the diss records in.
Yeah, I don't care. And Pusha don't give a fuck. Suicide versus Money, Power, Respect.
Now I would have to get the Money, Power, Respect. This is a classic joint.
Yeah, they gave it to Kiss.
Yeah, that was just a classic joint.
Goddamn versus Jason.
God damn. I would say Pusha.
They gave it to Kiss.
Yeah.
Sweet Serenade versus Y Remix.
Well, why would you put the remix up against that joint with everybody on it? Who they say won?
They gave that to Kiss.
Yeah, I'm like...
Pain featuring Future versus By Your Side.
By My Side is my shit. I'm going with that one.
They got, but they went with Kiss.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? MFTR featuring The Dream versus Last Days.
No, Last Days was that fucking work, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with Last Days. Last Days was that work. Yeah, how's that work?
So once it came down to it, Jadakiss took 12, Pusha with 7, and 1 even.
See, but you could have put some more clip shit up on there though. You know what I mean? It's some fucking verses he fucking killed. There's some verses he fucking killed off them Clips albums, dog. Yeah, so a lot of these joints is they not 100% accurate.
For Kiss too though. You could switch some of that shit up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Anyway, man, anything else with this one? We're gonna wrap this one up.
Wrap him up.
Yeah, know what I mean? How you say, man?
Hold on, before we wrap it up, let's do Ern and Iso versus Psych. No, I'm playing. Him playing around.
Shit, know what I mean? You have to put us up against fucking Joe Rogan. Like, yo, you have to put us up against Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm saying so. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we kind of like the J of this shit. Like, it's only. Yeah, I don't really see anybody that can go up against us with this. I mean, so, you know, thank y'all, man. Thank y'all. Please like, rate, review, share, subscribe. We appreciate the plays we get. Know what I mean? Yeah, man. Last week, the Jay-Z versus everybody episodes, man, did phenomenal for us, man. Phenomenal for us, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna call this joint. Should we call this joint? Might have to switch the title. Might have to switch the title up. Might have to switch this title up, man. So yeah, I don't know if he's gonna call it Time's Up. Another Time's Up. We might call this, I don't know. I might call it Everybody versus Everybody. I don't know. Anyway, man, thank y'all, man. Like I said, man, we're doing phenomenal, man. Just appreciate y'all, know what I mean? Stick with us, like I say, man. Told y'all, know what I mean? I finally got my computer up and running. I'll be letting y'all know the first day that I go online or whatever, or what you call it, stream, or go live or whatever. So that's what I'm gonna start doing. And I'm gonna let y'all know that. Know what I mean? That's coming real soon. Finally got that up and running. Finally got, I guess, the final piece that I need for the computer and all that, so I can make sure everything running smooth. And probably gonna have some fun on there, man. Know what I mean? Like I say, man, we gonna get some serious conversations. We're gonna have some fun. I got a lot of ideas, a lot of stuff I'm trying to do, man. Know what I mean? Y'all gonna enjoy it. But anyway, I'm done with this one, bro.
And with that, we out, y'all. Peace.